here. Okay, so if we look at the setup, now we're not looking at posture from this angle because I want to show you kind of more the movement your body's going to make when you're swinging. Okay, just as a point of reference, okay, we want to make sure that club could go a little bit further forward here. It's a bit more towards that left thigh, left hip pocket. Okay, it wasn't miles out and the grip was good. We could see those two knuckles, but just having it a little bit further forward will help the movement we're going to talk about now. So the left hand one was your kind of previous swing. As we said, the club kind of went back, almost like a bit of a heavy lifting of this club, partly because the posture was poor. You couldn't use your body and rotate as well. So your arms are kind of substituting that. So as you got the top of the backswing here now, in an attempt to try and stop it going to the right, because that's where you said all your shots were way to the right, way to the right, you would now pivot on this back foot, almost trying to sort of like pull it to the left somewhere, like a cricketer sort of hitting the ball over the left-hand side with all the fields on the right-hand side. So you're trying to avoid the right. As you swing at the golf ball here now, you can see your lead hip here. If I put a line on that now, you can see as you come into it, you actually move away from that blue line, see? Trying to hit it somewhere left. Now, because of all your weight going back here, this foot has to do what it does. You can't, if you said, oh, keep your left foot down, you'd probably fall over.
Yeah.
So you just, your human brain will not allow you to do that. It's going to react to what it's feeling or sensing, okay? So what you've got to feel now when you're swinging this golf club, once you're up here now, is kind of this movement down, down, down into that front foot. So the club is coming down. So you're almost putting pressure into the ground. Now, this was a decent shot in fairness, but we'll see how much you moved again from here. So you can see your foot there in the reflections. Yeah, you're covering that because your body is moving down now. And your left hip now is moving into the left side. And look at the impact of these two. So this one here, we can sort of see you leaning back, your lead leg kind of back here quite a bit, whereas this lead leg now still leaning back a little bit, so it could go more, but it's moving gradually in this direction towards target. Okay, and then when you finish the swing, you're more on your left side. This foot is now lifting and your left foot has stayed very flat on the ground. Could you have got a bit more? Yeah, of course you could, but compared to where you finished this one, it's very different. Exactly. But that, again, a lot of these things are you just responding to where the ball's going. You said the ball keeps going right, I go right all the time. Someone who's at the ball to the right, you tend to see himself in this finished position because they're just desperate to try and send it left. It's like, do I aim my feet for the left or try and swing for the left? As we said, you've got to grip it in a way that helps you send it left because the club face is now in a different position. And then your body's going to move in this way. So from a practice perspective, once you're up here, you've got to feel this movement into the ground, almost pressure into that left foot. And if you do that, Sean, your left foot now, it can't move, If you can move into the left side there, pushing down the ground, then you can strike as well as you do there. Really good impact. Twist through. You can rehearse that movement and practice it. You'll finish this swing now with a bit more rotation, which will actually give a bit more distance and a bit more kind of probably a little bit less to the right. Going to the right's not the end of the world, but it's how far right you go, 5 yards right target, 7 yards is still a good number. So. Okay, makes sense?
Yeah, does.
Excellent. No, very